I call the Township of Aleppo workshop meeting of August 8th, 2022 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
President Jones,
Present.
Vice President Williams,
Present.
Commissioner Darrow,
Present.
Commissioner Haluka. Present. Solicitor Stone,
Present.
Manager Patterson. Here.
This meeting, as all meetings, will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. Do I hear a motion to approve the July 18th, 2022 legislative meeting minutes?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Old business, Manager Patterson, would you give an update on the Nancy Drive cat complaint?
We do. We've had a couple positive developments. We have some volunteers that have been working over there, some township residents that have been working with the property owner. And they were able to capture the one male cat that they think is the one creating a lot more kittens. And they were able to take him and get him neutered. And they have also captured the female cat that is the mother of multiple litters over there. So she is currently housed with the newest batch of kittens, because they're too little to be taken away yet, but as soon as they can be weaned, they are going to be, she's going to be fixed as well. A couple months ago, the board voted to approve spending a certain small amount of money to help assist with that, and so we did receive a receipt for the first spaying for that one pet, or that one cat for $48, so if it's okay with the board, I'll put that on the bill list to be approved next month as a reimbursement to that resident volunteer who has been taking this on.
Good report. You want to update us on the zoning ordinance?
Nothing much to say. We did receive the second round of county comments, and it's basically, it's in all clear now. And so we are on track to adopt that next week. So the court reporter will be here to finish up the public hearing, just to close the record for that. And then the board, it'll be on the agenda for the board to vote on to finally adopt the new zoning ordinance and zoning map. And that'll be next week.
Any additional questions? Nope. New business, I believe we have a request for a contribution to Swickley Borough Light Up Night. Have we done that in the past?
They've not asked for that in the past. I think this is the first year that they are requesting that. We have donated to the Memorial Day celebration, I believe, for a couple of years now, the Memorial Day parade. But this is the first time we've received a request for a donation to this.
Do you have any idea what the total budget is?
I do not. I know it's the borough production, unlike Memorial Day, which is like, it's a kind of a separate, it's a foundation that does that, or a group that does that, and they get a lot of private contributions. I believe that Light Up Night is much more Swickley Borough funded, but I can request some information if you'd like.
Do you get any feeling for what type of contribution they're looking for?
I did not, and I've not heard if our fellow municipalities are planning to contribute.
Since we don't take action tonight, why don't you get a little bit more information? And then we're going to skip to a new item. Judy, would you like to present that?
Yes, we've mentioned in a couple meetings in the past, this is the 50th anniversary of Quaker Valley Ambulance Authority, who has done our EMS since their beginning in 1972. And we are planning a entire weekend event, including Friday night and all-day open house on Saturday, and party on Saturday night. That open house will be open to anyone that wants to come. They're gonna set up all the fire apparatuses from all the communities. They're gonna open the building, have their equipment, touch a truck, kind of event with hot dogs and hamburgers, etc. We'll be getting the invitations. In fact, I just did them today. We'll be getting the invitation to put on the website shortly. But I wanted to put out there, we're gonna go to all the municipalities and ask for some type of donation to help support it. So I'd like to get that onto the agenda for the legislative meeting if possible.
Where's it going to be located?
At Valley,
And,
at the ambulance authority. They're gonna open up the authority building and set up all of the, we've done community days out there. And so, we know that parking lot will support all the fire apparatus, etc. So, it's usually a fun day. They bring the grill out and do hamburgers and hot dogs, and I think they're gonna offer community CPR classes for anybody that wants it. It's a fun event.
The township policy that we established several years ago states that no individual preferences will be responded to or a request. But when it's a request from an organization that benefits our community, it's within our policy. So Fern Hollow, Light Up Nights, Valley are all within the policy guidelines, to the best I recall.
That's right.
Allegheny County Snow and Ice Agreement.
Every year, or every 3 years, we enter into an agreement with Allegheny County to get reimbursed for plowing and salting the county roads in Aleppo. And this is, it renews we get a new agreement every 3 years, and we go through it, and we check the road distances to make sure they're accurate, and they have not changed. So this is just another renewal of that agreement that we have. And so we will get paid, I think it's $10,000 and some $400 to treat the roads. The two county roads that we treat are Glen Mitchell, I believe, what did I say? Glenfield Road and Glen Mitchell Road. Not all of Glen Mitchell, but to the Osborne line. So this is just a renewal of the agreement that we have been having with the county for years.
Historically, has that compensation been appropriate?
We can't really tell you what, depends on the snow event, how much salt they use. So there's no real way to track how much salt's being thrown. We know how much is used over the season, but per road, it's very hard to measure because it depends on the kind of snow it is. It's not something that they offer negotiation on, so.
Right.
We have a separate one with PennDOT where we do state-owned roads, so we have a county agreement and a state agreement. State agreement's a 5-year term, the county's a 3-year term.
But we're probably not spending double and not spending half.
Correct.
Any questions about that? Do I have the only copy of the email?
Yes, and then I might have one. Yes.
So unofficially, I think I've heard from enough people, Blackburn Road is now open.
Yes, it is.
I
We
was
got
on
a
it
nice-
yesterday.
We got a nice email today. On behalf of the residents of Swiftly Heights Borough, I'd like to thank those Aleppo residents who live along Glenfield Road for putting up with the increased traffic while the Blackburn Road culvert pipe was replaced. Those folks were most courteous and understanding of the situation and responded in a true neighborly fashion. That comes from John Oliver, the mayor of Swiftly Heights. So, nice gesture on his part, job well done, and thanks to all the Aleppo residents to put up with it. Any additional topics for discussion?
Just a question, Gwen. Why did they put the gravel on Redgate Road and
I was approached by
Merriman Road?
a citizen
And
about
it's
that.
loose, and it's loose gravel, that's,
The first I know about it, they're tarring and chipping.
And it was put down on Sunday.
That's interesting.
It was put
Okay.
down on Sunday morning, which was actually a bit of an issue for two different citizens that asked me about that, because they would not have driven their car out
right.
and had their car backed up, and they went to church and they came back and there was fresh gravel all over it.
I got a call about that. I knew they were in the area doing roads. We did not get any notice that that was gonna happen on Sunday, or at all. But I got a call from somebody in the Duff Road area because it was over there too in Tom's Run, and somebody complained because they lay down the gravel really heavy
Yes,
and
they
it
certainly
kicks
did.
up. And even if you go 10 miles an hour, it still kicks up and it
And
takes a
both
couple
people
days.
said they would not have taken their
Yes,
cars out,
Yes,
had they
we
known.
did not get any notice, or we would have,
Well, my
put it
first
up.
statement was, I was not speeding, but I turned onto Redgate Road, not knowing what the gravel was there, and there was enough gravel that I fishtailed. I said, what the hell is going on?
yeah, so sometimes they come back with a sweeper truck after about a week, after enough traffic has driven over it to kind of compact it a little bit, and the loose stuff pushes to the edges more,
Yeah.
rather than just being in the center of the road, it grinds in and then it piles up on the side. Sometimes they come back with a back truck and pick up the stuff along the edges.
So that
Sometimes.
ensures that we can't miss it, we don't have an opportunity to miss the splatter on our cars. Is that right?
we don't have a sweeper truck to go do it, yeah, we don't have any way to assist in that, we don't have that equipment, but, yeah.
No, it was just this big surprise.
Yes,
And they
it is a
really-
surprise to me as well,
They were really
yes.
spreading it.
Mm-hmm,
Don't they usually put signage up a week in advance?
they usually do, yes.
And they just didn't.
Yeah.
Should we communicate with them to tell them we were disappointed?
I can do that, sure.
Who's the contractor?
I have no idea. I don't know anything. We got no notice.
I think they did.
PennDOT, I mean, those are PennDOT roads.
Oh,
so-
right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
right,
PennDOT,
sorry.
so,
I think we should express our displeasure. Might not do any good. Okay, any other subjects for discussion? Any need for executive session, Mr. Solicitor?
None that I can think of.
Have we heard back from Sewickley on our
No.
sewer contract?
No.
We have?
No.
No.
Gwen and I discussed that. We're going to give them one more month. The next step is purportedly comments from their new solicitor about minor changes to the service agreement. But we have in writing the financial and economic aspect is approved. Can we give them another month?
Yeah. Nothing to be lost.
They're probably focused on their light up night chore.
Absolutely.
And we are still paying according to our calculations.
Which we will do once they've actually signed it.
Pardon me?
Which we will continue to do once they've actually signed it.
Which we will continue to do once they've actually signed. Any other discussion on any subject? Meeting adjourned.